Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here, back today with another cryptocurrency price prediction analysis and forecast video. Today I'm going to be going over Walton and the Waltonchain. I'm of course going to be giving you my price prediction for, sort of the next 6 to 12 months, so 2017 to 2018, and as well as go over, sort of the fundamentals and how big the community is, stuff like that. So before I get into the numbers here, let me just go over how big the community is. So if we come over to the subreddit, it's just under 6,000 people, relatively active subreddit. So, a decent size for where it's ranking, and really no concerns there. It's obviously a cryptocurrency, I should mention, that does get quite a bit of attention for its size, and that's definitely one of the more liked cryptocurrencies out there. It seems like people are optimistic about it, and it is reflected, in the graph, which I'll go to in a second. And by the way, I should also mention that I've created a playlist with all my price predictions. So if you're interested in seeing some of my other price predictions, just go and check out this playlist. I'll have a link in the description and in the comments below. But getting over into the fundamentals of Walton and what exactly are they working on? They're working with, of course, the blockchain and RFID, and then, the Internet of Things, right? Integrating blockchain with the Internet of Things. So this might be a little bit complicated to understand for some, and for myself, I know that the whole Internet of Things idea and all that is a bit confusing. I do have a better grasp of it now and better understand, what Walton is working on. But if you're a bit confused on it, I would say it's probably normal, and it's not the clearest thing, to be honest. That is a bit of a problem, for adoption and things like this. I like sort of projects that are a bit more clear, and I feel like Walton might be a little bit lacking on that aspect. Of course, that might just be me, right? That's, having trouble grasping the whole thing, but, it is what it is. I will own up to that if I'm being like a bit ignorant on certain points, but I get the general idea, and the general idea is that they're going to work on, the data, of course, because that's sort of one of the big things with the Internet of Things is the data collection, and use that in the the retail industry, such as clothing, everything retail, stuff like that. So that's sort of where they're going to be focusing their project on. And so that's fine. They already have some partners. I think these are all China based, as this is a Chinese cryptocurrency, and that pretty much, sums up their project here. Like I said, might not be the clearest. This might be, where I find Walton to be a bit lacking is the clarity in the project. But like I said, it could just be me. But the bottom line is Internet of Things and data collection, sort of working with the data here. Now, if we move over to the actual cryptocurrency, right, ranking at the 37th spot with a market cap of $164 million. And let me get into the supply and stuff like that. So the first thing that I like to point out is the volume, right? As you can see, 6 million in the past 24 hours. That's a really nice amount for its size, right? And if you look, in the past, it does have a pretty high volume for its market cap, which is a really good sign, right? And here you can see it's on several exchanges, right? Not on some of the biggest ones, but it's definitely now on multiple exchanges, which is good to see. And one might even argue that it has quite a bit of volume for on how many exchanges it's on. So I'm going to get into the chart in just a second, but coming over to the supply here, this is something that I like with Walton, is it does have a shorter supply, which we all know I like. The scarcity and added value with low supply I think is important. So that's definitely a check on my list for Walton right there. And coming over to the chart, I gotta say it looks pretty decent. If we go back to when it started here, August 2017, it had a bit of a rough start, but caught itself back up and really took off in September, end of September 2017, right, where it made about an all-time high of $8.72 is about where it peaked at, and it fell back down, and right now it's basically consolidating, right? So it's relatively range bound. Obviously, it's already had some ups and downs, right? One thing to notice, though, is that we did lose our short-term uptrend right over here. So we're in a bit of a downtrend right now, at least in the short term, but I would say this price action is actually leaving me pretty optimistic, right? Which, you know, this could be reason for concern because obviously, you know, consolidation could lead to you know, a rise or a drop. But it seems like what we have here is more just, you know, accumulation going on would be my guess. And it's very sturdy, very steady, you know, it's not like it's dropping drastically all of a sudden. So that's good. And right now, you know, it's at $6.61. It could drop a bit more, to be honest, in the short term. You know, maybe it'll drop to around $6, get a bounce there, something like that. That could definitely be possible in the next couple months. But overall, I think in the next year, I think we will see it climb back up to, you know, $8.65 and really, you know, make its way towards at least the $500 million market cap area. So it might not reach that. Of course, that would be a pretty big jump. But I think, you know, if we can break above this $8 level, we'll most likely reach 10, probably break above 10. So, you know, we could definitely be looking at, you know, maybe $12 to $15 within a year for Walton. And, you know, I like where its market cap is right now. I think this is a good size where it's not too small that, you know, it's still in a very beginning stage. This is already some pretty serious money, obviously. And I think this is a good area for, you know, to climb into the more mid-range market caps, if you will. It's definitely already the higher category, you know, 500 million, but you can see which other cryptocurrencies are in that range. So I think that it can definitely make its way towards those levels in the next year. And overall, I think what's really a big positive with Walton is, you know, just the community backing it. Like I said, I haven't seen many people that were bearish on it or that didn't like it. So it's definitely got the support of the people here. And, you know, I think, like I said, that's reflected in the chart where it's holding its ground pretty well here. So I don't think that we're going to get a massive drop or crash or anything. It's obviously possible. What you'll really have to look at in case things do turn bad is sort of these lows over here. So, you know, around $5 there, and over here, same thing. You know, if we break under $5, obviously that's not going to be pretty. We could fall back down to, you know, $2.54. But I think that's looking pretty unlikely right now. From what I can see, it looks more like we're going to get some consolidation and then eventually get some bullish news or something where we're actually going to break above the all-time high is what I would sort of expect here. So overall, I'm relatively bullish on Walton. Please let me know your thoughts on this cryptocurrency, and also I would really appreciate it if you'd leave a like and also subscribe if you haven't. But with that being said, everyone, thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned because I have 2 more cryptocurrency price prediction videos that are coming out today. You definitely won't want to miss those. And yeah, have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for watching.